Fiat India is on a comeback trail, and it is evident with the launch of another brand new product, the Avventura, which has been awaited for a while now. We got our first look of the car during the New Delhi Auto Expo in January last, but it is only this week that the company formally launched the vehicle. The Avventura, positioned as a crossover which will combine the duties of a regular sedan with an SUV, comes with a high ground clearance of 205mm. While in terms of the engine size as well as the interior space, it is more in the league of a medium-sized sedan. The Avventura will be sold with both the petrol as well as the diesel engine, and prices start at Rs 5.99 lakhs for the base petrol, while the diesel will be priced at Rs 6.89 lakhs. Next week, we will bring you a full review of the Avventura, so stay tuned.
I've just landed in Jodhpur, and while it's only a 2-hour flight from Mumbai, sitting cooped up in an airplane is not what I have in mind when it comes to travel. For me, it has to be about cars and driving, so that's exactly what I'm going to do next. I'm excited to be driving through various parts of Rajasthan. Of course, the journey and the destination are what make a road trip so memorable. But for me, it's also about what you're driving. And I couldn't have asked for a better car than the Hyundai Verna. Can't wait to get behind the wheel. At first, the Verna seemed big on the outside. I wasn't sure that it would be such a good idea to take a big car like this into the city. But I was proved totally wrong. It's been a breeze to drive this car, even in the city. This power steering makes driving a breeze, and the turning radius is relatively small, so negotiating city traffic has been no problem at all. The car is also packed with great features. The steering wheel is adjustable, and the seats are electronically adjustable, so you can find just the right driving position. There's also this display, and the glove box is air-conditioned. Pretty neat, huh? Now let's go discover what Jodhpur has to offer. While some might consider it touristy, I personally think that Jodhpur is absolutely beautiful. And if you're the sort who likes palaces, forts and stories of battle, then Jodhpur is sure to enchant you. Of course, the first stop on my Jodhpur itinerary had to be the Mehrangarh fort. So let's check it out. The fort provides incredible views of the city, and that's exactly what a fort is meant to do, right? Provide panoramic views so that you can prepare yourself for battle and watch enemies as they approach. Of course, that's not what I'm here to do, but what I do see are the beautiful blue houses that give this city its nickname, the Blue City.
As you wander past the old gates or poles, you arrive at a beautifully restored 18th century Rajput garden called Chokelao Bagh. Some of the poles have iron spikes that were meant to deter enemy elephants. Others have imprints of cannonballs that were fired during battle. It's also worth visiting the museum here to check out the Royal Palanquin collection.
The Mehrangarh fort is one of the largest forts in India, and I'd also bet that it's one of the best in terms of maintenance and conservation. It's really remarkable what His Highness Maharaja Gaj Singh II and the Mehrangarh Fort Trust have achieved here. There are these beautiful cafes where you can sit and relax at every corner. There's also just the most tastefully curated exhibits, and you'll find Rajasthani musicians serenading you at many parts of the fort. It's really, really charming. And there's a museum, a palace, and a garden all within the fort itself. So I could easily spend the whole day here, but I have to go check out the Jaswant Tada Memorial now, so I better get going.
After my first glimpse of the royal heritage of Jodhpur, I can't wait to see more. So next I'm going to make my way to the Jaswant Tada Memorial, and then I'll drive by the Umaid Bhawan Palace. Built in 1899, the memorial with all its whimsical domes has lovely marble jalis and a serene little fountain which add to its charm. It's so close to Mehrangarh Fort, which makes it a very convenient stop while sightseeing in Jodhpur.
Now that I've visited Mehrangarh Fort and the Jaswant Tada Memorial, I'm all set to visit the Umaid Bhawan Palace. Let's go!
The lavish Umaid Bhawan Palace was built for Maharaja Umaid Singh in 1929 as a project to provide jobs for the local people during a time of drought and famine. The current royal incumbent, Maharaja Gaj Singh II, still lives in part of the building, so entry is restricted and photography inside the premises is prohibited. Still, I thought I'd quickly drive by to catch a glimpse of the facade before heading out for some lunch.
After all that sightseeing, I've of course worked up an appetite as usual, and so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to sample some Rajasthani cuisine. A trip to Jodhpur would of course be incomplete without a local meal, so I've come to try some lal mas, which is a Rajasthani specialty cooked in hot red chilies. It's lamb, so if you're a non-vegetarian like me, it's something you should definitely try. I've also ordered the Marwari mushrooms, which sounded pretty Rajasthani. I can't wait to try it all. But just looking at the food, I can tell that I'm going to need to take a long walk after this to burn off the calories I'm going to intake. So I think the next stop ought to be a trip to Sardar Market to stroll around the bazaar area. If you're into shopping, then the Sardar Market in the Clock Tower area is where all the action is. And you can just get anything you can imagine here. My favorites are the bandhni scarves and the lacquer bangles. But I mean, if you're looking for a musical instrument or something for your kitchen or even a new pair of clothes, you can find it all here. And even if you're not into shopping, I highly recommend a trip just so you can soak in the vibrant atmosphere and all the color and the chaos. It's really an exciting place to be, particularly early in the evening. Now I'm going to go see what I can find to take back as a souvenir of my trip here. what a wonderful day it's been. Incredible sightseeing, mouth-watering food, and fabulous shopping. And what's made the trip even more enjoyable is having the great new Hyundai Verna to drive around. Now my trip is actually far from over, and my next destination is just as interesting. I'm told the drive there is extremely scenic with sand dunes all around. So do join me next week as I head to Jaisalmer.